As I told you, there are three measures of mortality. Very sorry, there are six measures of mortality: crude death rate, age-specific death rate, standardized death rate, infant mortality rate, neonatal mortality rate, and maternal mortality rate. In the previous class, we studied about crude death rate, age-specific death rate, and standardized death rate. Crude death rate refers to it's a ratio of number of deaths occurring in the year divided by average population in the year, that is multiplied by 1000. Then next one is a specific death rate. The ASDR can be calculated by using the following formula, that is number of deaths in the specific age group in a year divided by average population in that age group in a year multiplied by 1000. And also we have studied about merits and demerits of ASDR. Then next one is standardized death rate. Standardized death rate is used for the comparison purpose. And in case of standardized death rate, we need standard population. And standardized death rate for town A and town B can be calculated by using formula, that is STDR for town A is equals to summation PA divided by summation P, and STDR for town B is equals to summation PB divided by summation P, where A and B are the ASDRs for town A and town B, and P is standard population. Now keep it in mind, for the calculation of standardized death rate, we need age-specific death rate. So sometimes ASDR ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ, you have to calculate ASDR with the help of deaths and population, and afterwards go for the calculation of STDR. And in some of the questions they may give ASDR. So ಯಾವ ತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ASDR ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, sometimes direct ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ question like ASDR, or sometimes they may give deaths per 1000. ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ASDR ಅನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಏಜ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಡೆತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ASDR they'll give deaths per 1000 ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So deaths per 1000 is nothing but ASDR only. Okay, don't get confused. Next, in today's class we studied about merits and demerits of STDR and the differences between crude death rate and standardized death rate. Then infant mortality rate refers to, it is the calculation of death rate of babies aged 1 year per 1000 population. Okay, and here by mistake I wrote NMR, it should be IMR. I'll correct it. Okay, IMR equals to total number of deaths among infants in a year divided by number of live births occurring in a year, that is multiplied by 1000. Then neonatal mortality rate refers to calculation of death rate of babies below 28 days. In the bracket I mentioned neonatal means babies aged 28 days, not even a month. Okay, so NMR can be calculated by total number of deaths of neonatal babies in a year divided by number of live births occurring in a year multiplied by 1000. Next, maternal mortality rate. It is the number of deaths occurring among women at the time of delivery. So it is the death rate of mother due to childbirth complications. It is the calculation of death rate of mothers due to childbirth complications. So MMR equals to number of deaths of mothers in a year due to childbirth occurring in a year divided by number of live births occurring in a year multiplied by 1000. Okay, next we will move to the next measure of vital statistics, that is fertility, measurement of fertility. In vital statistics we come across mortality rates, fertility rates, and reproduction rates. We completed mortality rates till today. Okay, CDR, STDR, ASDR, IMR, MMR, and NMR. Now I'll begin with fertility. Fertility means it refers to birth. Fertility refers to birth, and it is the birth of babies or births given by the woman of childbearing age between 15 to 49. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ child bearing age ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, see here, here childbearing age is 15 to 49. So 15 to 49. So 15 to 49 is known as childbearing age, and it is also known as germination period. Okay, because between this age group, only a woman can give birth to a child. She is capable to give a birth to a child between this age group 15 to 49. Okay, it is known as germination period. Okay, then next one is fecundity. Next term is fecundity. Fecundity is the capacity of woman to bear children. Capacity of woman to bear children. Then measurement of fertility. Measurement of fertility is the different measures of fertility are crude birth rate, general fertility rate, age specific fertility rate, and total fertility rate. These are the 4 measures of fertility. In mortality, we have 6 types: crude death rate, age specific death rate, then standardized death rate, and infant mortality rate, neonatal mortality rate, and maternal mortality rate. In the same way, in fertility, there are 4 measures, that is crude birth rate, general fertility rate, age specific fertility rate, and total fertility rate. So in the same way, like in case of crude death rate, we are going to take number of deaths to account. Okay, number of deaths are taken into account, taken into consideration for the calculation of death rates. So here, in case of birth rate, number of births are to be considered. It is the average number of live births occurring to 1,000 individuals in a year. So CBR equals to number of live births occurring in the year divided by average population in the year, that is multiplied by 1,000. So CDR nalli ನಾವು number of deaths anna consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We have to take the total of number of deaths. In case of birth rates, we have to take total of births, total number of live births. So CBR, in short, CBR equals to B divided by P, that is multiplied by 1,000, where B is births and P is average population, that is multiplied by 1,000. And some of the merits and demerits are given below. Merits of CBR, it is simple to understand and easy to calculate, and it does not need detailed information for computation. Then it indicates the rate of growth of population due to live births. So births agodrinda the population enagutte jaasti agutte. So it indicates the rate of growth of population due to live births. Then demerits, it ignores the age and sex composition of the population. Then second, it takes both men and women population into consideration. And third one, it cannot be used to compare birth rates of 2 or more populations. It cannot be used for the comparison purpose. Okay. So next one is general fertility rate. Okay. Apart from CBR. So apart from CBR vandana bittu GFR, ACFR and TFR, that is general fertility rate, total fertility rate and age specific fertility rate. So adralli ನಾವು only female population anna consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We are going to consider only female population, that too between the age group 15 to 49. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. So in case of CBR, here CBR is the ratio of number of births to the average population, that is multiplied by 1000. Here this average population includes both men as well as women population. So population anta bandaga, in case of CBR, we are going to take both male as well as female population. Okay, but apart from CBR, when you go with general fertility rate, age specific fertility rate, and total fertility rate, in the denominator we are going to consider only female populations. Here total number of women of childbearing age in the year. So GFR is the ratio of number of live births during a year. Number of live births are nothing but B. In short, you can write it as B, divided by total number of women, that is total number of females, or total female population of childbearing age in the year, that is multiplied by 1000. So CBR vandana bittu GFR, ASFR and TFR nalli ನಾವು denominator ನಲ್ಲಿ female population ಅಷ್ಟೇ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, because only females are capable to give a birth to a child. It is more meaningful if we consider only female population only. So because females are capable of giving birth to a child, so male population anna ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ consider ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ in case of GFR, ASFR and TFR. Okay, fertility is more meaningful. Fertility is more meaningful when we consider only female population, that too between the age group 15 to 49. Got it? Why we consider only female population in GFR, ASFR and TFR. Then next slide. So in short, GFR equals to B. B stands for number of births divided by summation of between the age group 15 to 49. See the condition here, summation of 15 to 49. That is FP stands for female population. Summation of female population between the age group 15 to 49. That is a childbearing age group or germination period. That is multiplied by 1000. In short, you can use this formula. Then merits of GFR. It is simple to understand and easy to calculate. Then it considers only female population of the childbearing age, and it considers sex composition of the population and also the age composition to a certain extent. Then demerits. It does not consider age composition in the childbearing age. Then it cannot be used to compare fertility rates of two or more populations. Then third one, it does not indicate rate of growth of population due to births, because it is based on a part of the population only. Because ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು female population ಅನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So it does not indicate the rate of growth of population, because population means what? The entire population. Men population, women population as well as children's. But GFR anta ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು female population ಅನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ for the calculation purpose. So it does not indicate rate of growth of population due to births, because it is based on a part of the population. Then third one, age specific fertility rate. So as we have done ASDR. So ASDR ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ calculate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, the same procedure has to follow for the calculation of ASFR. But in case of ASDR, we are going to take number of deaths and population age wise, and in age specific fertility rate, we are going to consider number of births and population age wise. So it is the average number of live births occurring to 1000 women population of a specific age group in a year. And ASFR can be calculated by using the formula number of live births in a specified age group in a year, number of live births in a specified age group in a year divided by total number of female population in that age group, that is multiplied by 1000. For example, for a specific age group 20 to 25, if you want to find out ASFR, then ASFR between the age group 20 to 25 can be found by number of live births in a specific age group of 20 to 25 in a year divided by total number of female population in that age group 20 to 25 in a year, that is multiplied by 1000. Then some of the merits and demerits are given below. Merits, it is simple to understand and easy to calculate. It is used in the computation of total fertility rate, that is TFR. It can be used in the comparison of fertility among the age groups in the same population. It considers both age and sex composition of the population. And demerits are as follows. It cannot be used for comparison of fertility of different populations. And second one, it does not indicate the growth of population due to births. Then next one, last measure of fertility, total fertility rate. So total fertility rate can be calculated by taking the sum of ASFRs. So in case of STDR, we need ASDR, right? STDR calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ASDR ಬೇಕು. A specific death rate ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ STDR ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so in the same way, to find out total fertility rate, we need ASFR, age specific fertility rate. So in TFR, we have two formulas, that is TFR equals to summation of ASFR I, where I goes from 15 to 49. I takes the values from 15 to 49. That is TFR equals to summation of annual ASFR. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ASFR ನೀವೇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಅದರದ್ದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ TFR ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ. And one more formula is TFR equals to 5 into summation of quinquennial ASFR. I repeat again. TFR equals to 5 into summation of quinquennial ASFR. So quinquennial ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ if the age group is exactly 5, age group, age class or width of the class is exactly 5, then you have to make use of this formula. When quinquennial age groups, that is width of the age class is exactly 5, then age groups are given, then TFR equals to 5 into summation of quinquennial ASFR. Age class or width of the age class ಏನು ಇರಬೇಕು 5 ಇರಬೇಕು throughout the data. Width of the class interval should be uniform. There should be a uniform age gap. Okay, so ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ age gap ಏನಾದರೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ width of the age class ಏನಾದರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಒಂದು age class 5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ width age class 5 ಇತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು age class 10, 15 or 8, 7 ಈ ತರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we can't use this formula. We can't make use of this formula. Instead, you can use this one. TFR equals to summation of annual ASFR. If width of the age class is exactly 5 throughout the data, then we can use TFR equals to 5 into summation of quinquennial ASFR. Then TFR per woman is TFR per woman can be calculated by taking the ratio of TFR divided by 1000. So ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಪರ್ ವುಮನ್ಗೆ ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ರೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ TFR divided by 1000. So merits of TFR, it is used for comparing the fertility rates of different populations. It gives due weightage to age composition. It considers only female population of childbearing age. Then demerits of TFR, it does not indicate the rate of growth of population due to births. And second one, it is based on an assumption that all women survive throughout the childbearing age. Okay, So this is all about fertility rates.